Okay, so remember that they're changing my voice. I'm not gay. There's going to be some background noise, but bear with me. Adjust the volume, what have you. This video is about my Sabotage combo playlist. Now, I've put out many videos that they've edited. Basically, every video makes me look bad in a sense to some degree. I have the option to take down thousands and thousands of videos, but I'm not going to do that. I'm putting myself out there on purpose, and I've said this for years. For like a decade and a half, I've pointed that out. That my videos quite often make me look bad. It's the hardware and the software, whether they use an iPhone or a web camera, the government is scrambling to work against me. And it has to do with what you see on the screen. Francis Galton, the guy who coined eugenics, which is like the central belief system, the central philosophy, the central process, the central system of the New World Order, of the elite, what have you. And keep in mind, I'm an extremely educated person. I have a college degree. I've been self-taught. I have thousands of sources, peer-reviewed sources, especially recently. And I found definitively that there is no peer-reviewed source that effectively contradicts any of my key points throughout the years. And I want people to give me my respect, especially attractive females, who I know cannot really hurt me because of everything that's happened. They're not in a position to have an opinion that would hurt me. But I want them to judge me by the fact that I've proven definitively that I'm Christ. The idea of Christ is superimposed on. David Bowie pointed out that what people thought were miracles in the Bible weren't. And his name is David, like the root and offspring of David, and Bowie, which is a play on words for we, Ebo. Okay? And Ebo, because they wanted people to think that people who are black and more handsome than Usher and Tyrese and Kobe Bryant are just ew, because the devil is a jealous neo-colonial demon. The devil is the devil. I'm not racist. I'm part white. I'm going to have to say some things in this video about whites and Jews and their future that are going to break my heart. But it is my duty to say these things. When I look at the evidence as the top martial artist who gives divine verdicts from God, even if I'm in solitary confinement, giving out those divine verdicts, it's my job to say them. The churches, the mosques, the synagogues, they're all not qualified. All the other people talking about religion aren't qualified to speak about God. That's something that I have to say. It's the right thing to say, and I'm ready to die, to be tortured, continue to be fumed and poisoned for the rest of my life. I'm going to say that. My mom is white. I love her very dearly. What the righteous person feels about the other people in my family who are white and Jewish is what I feel about it. I'm not racist. But because of how they've bent over backwards to try to play me out in groups, in large groups, people that I came here to try to save like everyone else. I was engaged to a white woman. I was engaged to a white woman who's probably a crypto Jew. She's Italian and Greek, okay? And I don't have this kind of deep-seated hatred. I don't think about her very much these days. I used to, but I don't think about her very much these days. I'm not racist. So let me give you my 7 or 8 reasons that I'm going to have to give out this divine verdict. Okay, and keep in mind they sabotage all my combos. They've slowed them down. They edit it with artificial intelligence to try to play me out. And it's because of the greed of people and their collective guilt as they work together in a collective spirit playing their parts. Like the Nazi system, they have their Babylon system. It's a global system, but it also includes nationalists. There's greed, there's childishness, there's sort of the psychotic LGBT cults of rich people with massive networks, and they also abuse LGBT people, some of them little children. And I don't think it's a coincidence that they expose various child trafficking and online rape academy, but they didn't expose the massive LGBT things that we see going on here, including Greco-Roman mythology. So right now I'm hurting, but I'm going to go ahead and proceed saying this. The reason why white, Jew, and LGBT people are not allowed to teach martial arts and religion is a special emphasis on. No one should be teaching those things but me, mind you. But I have to put this special emphasis to do the situation justice. The reason why they're not allowed, white, Jewish, and LGBT people aren't allowed to look good doing martial arts is because of what they've done as groups, and they did it for their groups. They did it to benefit their groups, to try to project an image, which is idolatry, to project an image of being superior to the other groups, or at times trying to seem equal to them according to a certain formula. One, they did these things in their racial spirits, LGBT spirits, and the spirit of technology. Technology cannot save them or anyone else. Two, it is 100% unforgivable that with all the information they had, they didn't catch and correct their mistakes. Three, what they did is clearly connected to their eugenic racial campaign. So it's like this racist campaign of eugenics. They want to improve their family's genes while impairing others. And I've been fumed and poisoned. I've been mocked, sexually harassed, thousands and thousands of incidents. Okay? And even now, I care about the people who are doing it. The word care is a play on words for CR. And I'm trying to bring them to heaven. But when people don't do God's will, with the one life they have, they get damned to hell. That's something that I'm 100% sure of, 100% satisfied that that's a fact. I know a lot of you probably don't want to hear that, but it's my duty to say that, and I take my responsibility seriously. Point number 4. One of the most pathetic things in human history is them trying to teach me. To some degree, it saddens me too, because I know some people think it's just how the system is, and they just want to, they try to be my friend or something. It's sad, but I have to say that as well. Point number 5. They created a system where it is hard for them to catch obvious governing mistakes and change course. And what I put here is that they bred people too dumb to end the system. I think it's fair to say that. Right now, I'm not a big fan of saying it, but it has to be said. Point number 6. It is not racist to point out objective facts. Point number 7. The timeline of events utterly condemns them. I put something else here that saddens me too. People, to some degree, are people, but they're also in a test where they have to make the right choice. They have to obey the commandments of God. They have to come into the divine order, or they get sent to hell. That is the situation. I'm the top martial artist ever possible, partially because I'm sensitive to things in a way that is fair, that doesn't cloud my judgment. Again, in a way that doesn't cloud my judgment. I come back on a cloud, figuratively speaking. I came back on a cloud, figuratively speaking. But my judgment is not clouded. Even when I'm fumed and very angry, I always do the right thing, especially relative to what's going on. I wish I could hold a beautiful woman in my arms right now and feel her heart beating with mine. Okay? They also deny me that. I haven't had a date in 8 years. Marshall is marital scramble. And they've done these things while they're trying to push the LGBT agenda and agendas, various white and Jewish agendas, token minority agendas, the military and the churches, the mosques, the synagogues, every religion, all the groups that are out there trying to campaign, trying to put out stuff there, trying to promote what they're doing. They're trying to take advantage of the situation. I try to protect people. I'm a very protective person. And they are harming women and children every day at unbelievable rates. Thousands and thousands and thousands of incidents every day on this planet. Countless of them are right here in America. I told them to stop. They didn't listen. They wanted to mock. And that comes with consequences, right? Because of the con, there's consequences, sequences of events. Now I'm going way over time. I actually am sad, but I also know that God is with me and God wants me to do this. I urge you people to scramble to mitigate. I don't have to keep giving out judgments that are very potent, that are hidden to the essence of your souls and spirits. I want you to do the right thing. Because of the divine verdicts I've given out in the past, I can't plead with you to do the right thing. But if I could, I probably would. But I'm not some kind of, weakling or something. I'm someone who cares about people. God is love. And I urge you all to put your petty sense of competition aside, to put whatever's in between you and me aside, and to purify your heart. to give up your ways they're making your heart more and more hardened and wicked and evil and contorted. I urge you to do the right thing. Do it for your families. Do it for yourself. First and foremost, do it for God. But if you can't, at least do it for your families and yourself. If you can't find in your heart to have the wisdom to put what is first universally. Okay, I went way over time here. Please, 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 I'm not begging you. I can't beg you. But do the right thing. Life is short. Don't be confused by all this nonsense, all these temptations. Do the right thing. I've done lots of research. I've done lots of thinking. I'm the top martial artist ever possible. Take my advice. Don't add vice. Add good.